So I'm here on a maintenance Lennox EL296. Not much footage out there to tape lately. Strictly maintenance, but see if I can get some recordings of how I operate and how I do my maintenance. This unit has already been commissioned, but see what we can get for you. So a couple things to look at if ever you're working on these. Okay, a couple things. These switches, I call them the half moon switches. Okay. They're made in Costa Rica, and they have a high failure rate. They've updated them to what we call the Honeywell ones, which are made in the US. Another thing you want to check is these clamps. As you can see, at some point something was leaking, and they don't tighten these. I mean, I think they do now, but for a while I was noticing that they were relatively loose. If you look down here, that corner, there's an unused red cap, and you'll see that at some point it was leaking. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. And if you actually pop this out, let's see if I can get that out. You just pop that out. See if I can get more light for you, but in there is a red cap, and for some reason they do not put enough. They put pipe dope. I don't know why they don't put Teflon, but I don't see that it's leaking, but I'll keep an eye on it. But if ever you need to take that out, what works perfect is a 1/2-inch adapter. Fits right in there, and you can put that on your drill or a 90-degree angled bit. Pull it out, re-put some Teflon tape. Should stop that leak. Also check that these are secure. Sometimes they're not on there correctly, and you start getting water dripping down here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to clean the flame sensor. I'm going to check my drains. I'm going to connect everything and do a measure quick report, see how it's running. Alright, so let's get started. So I pretty much work on Netflix. I pretty much work on Lennox all day long. We got a lot of customers, lots of contracts, and we're a Lennox dealer. So I make sure that there's no shavings in there. I make sure that this is on there nice and secure. Tighten those up a bit. They're a bit loose, tighten them up. Check my bottom one. Little orifice on here I make sure is clear. And I just do a visual in there, make sure that's also clear. gonna get my static holes ready. Rather than taping the door switch, I like to use these. Fits in perfect. Just like that. So I'm going to fire it up, and then what I do immediately after is I check all my board history on here. Okay, so I heard the pressure switch is closed. HSI is lighting up. Bring the flame. Alright, I'll just give you guys a look here. If you look at the first burner on the right, it's acting a little bit funny, so I'm going to pull those burners and clean it. So let's pull those burners. Alright guys, so I got all the burners cleaned in here. Everything looks fine. Oh, nice and clean. And that screen's fine. So let's put these back. Alright, so my rollout's open on one of these. Alright guys, so I have a Air 200, which is a rollout trip after I clean those burners. So, let me just set you guys up here. Tested the top limit, it's closed. I'm going to test the bottom, I tested the bottom limit, it was closed. Let's test the top limit now. Oh, would you look at that? It's open, and I can't reset it. So for some reason, this limit is stuck open. Unbelievable. You start touching stuff and other things go bad. I don't know what the hell happened to this thing. And of course I don't have one of these in the van. What you just heard there was me smashing it onto the ground. Oh my God. So I'm going to order a limit for this customer. Oh. Wow. And I just dropped it. And it went back to open. Wow, now it doesn't want to close. That's ridiculous. Just goes to show you, you mess with one little thing. Alright guys, how annoying is that? Holy God. So, I'm sure you saw in the damn footage that when I arrived, God, that really pisses me off. Anyways, when I arrived, everything was going smooth. I noticed that a little bit of oddness was happening with that first burner. Tried to clean it without pulling everything off. Didn't work. And so I decided, you know what, the hell with it. I'll pull the whole manifold, clean it, make sure everything's clear. Well, when I put that son of a bitch back, I got an E200. No idea how that happened. Either, couldn't even tell you. I must have hit the rollout. You know what, when I go back in the footage, maybe I'll see what happened. But the frustrating part is I got it to close. And I mean, that was strictly temporary. I was ordering her a new one regardless. But I thought we could... You know what? I'm getting a phone call. One second. Guys, I got a phone call there. But anyways, to go back to what I was saying was, I forgot where I left off. But I put the burners back on, got an E200, rollout was tripped. But it wasn't tripped. It's a manual reset. When I went to push in the button, it was acting as if it was closed. So I did, I ohmed out the switch, and sure enough, the top one was open. I tried flicking it, sticking it in a freezer, whatever. I finally gave up and slammed her on the ground, which you probably saw in the video. And the damn thing closed. So I thought, ah, hell yeah, let's go. I'll order her a switch. I got it closed. Let's get this heat back and finish this visit. Well, when I went to go put the damn thing on, I dropped it. And when I dropped it, it opened. And it would not close again. So, Jesus. Talk about annoying. So I went to the shop, I grabbed one. I'm on my way back to put this in. I'm going to fire up those burners now that I cleaned them. And, I mean, that should hopefully take care of what was going on. I checked the heat exchanger just to make sure nothing was going on there. With my Milwaukee cam, I didn't see anything out of the norm. So, you know, there was a bunch of crap at the back of the burner box. Maybe that was causing some impingement, fluttering, whatever. So once I get back, I'll get you guys some footage as to what's going on.
But it just goes to show you, you know, you start playing with things, the next thing you know, it's just a tune-up turns into this. So leave a comment down below and let me know of any scenarios you guys have had where it's you just want to pull your hair out. It's like, my God. Anyways, I'll see you soon. There we go. Alright, we got flame. Alright guys, so I'm going to get this finished up here and take a combustion test, see how everything's doing. But we're back up and running. Alright, so I'm just going to raise my gas pressure slightly low. Then I'm going to go outside, do a combustion test. I'm going to raise that to the required 3.5 as per the manual. Alright, so 15 parts per million. Nice and low. Holy lifting. Anyways, I didn't get much more footage after that, but that was it for that one. Pretty funny call, I thought, at least. Thanks for the guys watching. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below if you thought that was funny. Have a good one, guys. Happy HVAC. Later.